Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko number 171B. This is a mill finish extruded bronze or brass commercial saddle type threshold. This is a piece of solid architectural bronze. Feel free to refer to it as brass. Incredibly expensive per foot because of the nature of the base material. This is in the mill finish. When you order this, this is going to look just like this. It's going to be stained, it's going to be streaky. It's intended specifically to patina with exposure to the elements. If you're expecting a finished threshold, steer clear of mill. It's not finished at all. You might be wanting to consider mill finish first, this, or the satin brass 606 finish will have a satin brass finish on it, possibly polished brass, which would be 605. It will be this, but incredibly reflective and polished. Or the fourth finish is oil rubbed bronze. That would be a very dark finish on this. Pemko can even do a satin bronze as well. That would make it look like 612 finish. People have ordered mill finish and they have called aghast as to why it would look pitted, scratched, and many other terms to describe how poor they feel that it looks. This is exactly what it's supposed to look like. This is what mill finish looks like. If you're expecting that finished product, order a finished product. Satin, polished, oil rubbed, satin bronze as well. Okay, so having clarified what exactly this is, let's move on. This is a saddle threshold. This is a 5-inch wide by 1/2 inch tall piece of architectural metal. The 171 is representative of the dimensional properties of this item. If you were to change the B to an A, you'll get a mill. You'll get an aluminum base material with a mill aluminum finish. D is dark bronze on aluminum. G is gold anodized on aluminum as well. So 2 base materials, multiple finishes on this. The 5x1/2 saddle threshold, and if you use your imagination, you can see why we call it a saddle threshold, is likely this size. 5x1/2 is likely the most common combination of width and height thresholds that you'll see in a commercial environment. Steel doors, steel frames, 5x1/2, very common. Now, why would you order a threshold that is literally north of $100 per foot? Well, speaking plainly, if you are selling a building a $2 million home, you're not going to put an aluminum threshold. If you are the front door of City Hall, you're probably going to have an architectural threshold. If you are doing historic work in a large conference of colleges that the new dorm building needs to match the one that was built 100 years ago, you're probably going to use this. If you are the front door of a museum or a 5-star hotel, you're probably going to have this. Why? Well, not only the finish possibilities, whether you want it to patina and age with exposure to the elements, or you want the ability to have an architectural finish, what most likely you want is the incredible durability of a piece of solid brass as compared to aluminum-based material. This is intended to last decades. That's the bottom line. That would be a very reasonable possibility why you're considering something that is so costly. It's the durability of the product as compared to the alternative. We talked about the other finishes. Now, other lengths. This is listed in the website in everything from 2 foot to 8 foot lengths. You can have longer than that, there's no doubt. We just don't list them because the cost to ship is generally prohibitive, because longer than 8 foot has to go common carrier or tractor trailer, can't go package service. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces, and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. The reasoning is simply, it'll save you the trouble of having to cut this. It will also save you the trouble of drilling and countersinking a new hole, because if this were to be a 3-foot piece and you were to cut it down to 30-inch, or if it was a 4-foot piece and you were cutting it down to 42-inch, more likely, you're going to eliminate that countersink that's there. Then you're stuck drilling and countersinking a new hole. Then the dimension from the edge is not symmetrical with the center to center working down the length of the threshold. Alternatively, you can order it long and you can cut it in the field and you can order it without any holes whatsoever, but indicate in the comment field for us to include screws. You can drill and countersink your own holes. I did a large historical project in Canada where there was probably 50 lineal feet of this material at specific lengths, but no holes. The customer didn't want to have to cut the material down, but he was going to place the holes to match the existing holes with the lead anchors in it, and then was going to source solid brass machine bolts so that he could run it down into those existing anchors. Lots of reasons why you might indeed want it to be a specific way. Cutting it to length, no problem. Order the next longest piece. Indicate the comment field, in the comment field, the net length you'd like for us to supply the material to, and we will be more than happy to do so. Very beautiful piece of hardware. Being solid architectural bronze means you can do any sort of plated finish onto it. You want polished chrome? That can be done. You want satin chrome? That can be done. Anything can be done because it's a piece of architectural metal. Darn, for that matter, it can even be powder coated naturally. Not that you would powder coat this, but let's say you wanted white and you wanted the durability of solid architectural bronze. It can be done. Order the mill finish. Finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Pemko products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have more than an occasional need for weather stripping, familiarize yourself with Pemko because their name is synonymous with a very broad spectrum of available products in both commercial and residential areas when it comes to weather stripping. Excellent people, excellent value, excellent quality. If you have any questions on the Pemko 171B, mill finish, extruded bronze or brass, commercial saddle threshold, or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.